Hi there, and welcome to this bonus episode of the Gazette's Hockey Inside Out show. I'm Stu Cowan of the Gazette, joined by my former Canadiens teammates and 1986 Stanley Cup champions, Rick Green and Sergio Mamesso. Sergio, there was a lot of hype about Lane Hutson coming out of university and coming to join the Canadiens. Was he going to be too small to play in the NHL or play defense in the NHL? What do you like most about what you've seen from him so far?
I just think that he hasn't seemed to change his approach. He's still going to take the puck and go up the ice and try to make plays. He's not afraid to make that little move along the blue line and take that extra chance when it looks like he's going to get pushed out at the right before the blue line or taken out in the corner. He manages to slip out of there and ends up making a play. Obviously, we know the skill and the smarts that he has. Offensively, eventually, he's going to get stronger in his game where he can hold off the guys even more. So that'll take some time, but he has all the tools to be a guy who's going to control the play and bring the puck up the ice. What impresses me, I think, besides his smarts, is that he can go quick and then he can slow down the game, and he's one of those players that has that ability. So I think they really have a gem here in Montreal.
He's certainly a lot of fun to watch, Rick. What do you like when you see him?
Well, I got to give this kid full credit. I mean, the big question mark was, he's too small. It's going to be a real different type of game at the NHL level, and I don't know whether or not the kid's going to be able to handle it. From game one, he stepped in there and said, you know what? I'm continuing in my ways. I'm going to carry the puck. I'm going to jump into the rush. I'm going to make plays. I'm not changing anything. And that's what he's done. And I really, I think everybody is quite impressed with his intelligence and his ability to pass the puck. Very seldom do you see him pass the puck just to pass it. He passes it with a purpose. And that comes down to him being aware and knowing the game. And he does it really well. He's got 19 points, third on the team in scoring, and he continues to make things happen out there that everybody goes, "Ooh, wow, what a play!" And he works, he competes, he battles one-on-one. He's impressed me on that front. And if there's only one area that I have concern with him jumping in maybe sometimes when the score in the situation isn't right to force maybe a bad situation in getting caught. But I think that his teammates understand what kind of player he is. They know when he's on the ice, and they know that 9 times out of 10 he's going to be on the offensive side. So I'm going to cover for him, even though you're asking a lot for a forward to cover for a defenseman. They do understand that if they do that, this kid's going to continue to develop, and he's going to continue to make unbelievably good, smart plays, and be a big offensive threat for a young defenseman that has stepped in and handled himself really, really well.
I know at the start of training camp, I asked Rob Ramage, the director of player personnel, about, is this kid going to be able to defend at the NHL level? And so we're going to see, but I'll tell you one thing, he's like a dog on a bone on the puck defensively. And it seems to be that way all over the ice, right? If he loses the puck, he works hard to get it back. And he's really good with his stick too, eh, Sergio? And you were a big forward. How annoying would it be to have a little defenseman like that buzzing all around you?
Yeah, very annoying because it's like a bee or a wasp that keeps coming around, and you got to push them away. But that's what he has. If you have the speed and the tenacity that you're always, even if you lose the puck, you can get back and be able to defend or at least get back right away. That's great. You got to use what you got.
Yeah, his positioning
definitely doing that.
Angling guys out, right, Rick, and stick on puck. He's talked about that. Was that when you were coaching defense as an assistant coach? Is that one of the things you really harped on, like the stick on puck?
It was the rule. You lead with your stick to the puck first, and then if you wanted to finish your check afterwards, that's what you do. But you definitely have to have your stick in the lane, and you always challenge the forward with your stick to the puck first. And 9 times out of 10, if you got good at it, it kept me around for a long time. You used to cause a lot of havoc for forwards that like to have that luxury of not having the stick on the ice. But, a classic example, Hutson, not that big. So he uses his smarts and his stick in a good way that is effective in, trying to shut down some of the opposition. And the bottom line out of all that is he's got a good level of compete, and he wants it bad, and that's a huge asset to have for a young kid.
Just to let you know, Stu, Rick Green was one of the better guys at the stick on puck, but his stick was like a goalie stick. His blade was probably about that high, so it was really tough to get a puck over him on those 1-on-1s or those 2-on-1s. It was hilarious, but he knew what he had to do. Defense was his game, and he gave me a little bit of a dig there on the forward, so I got to give him a dig. I knew when Rick had it, it was coming hard along the boards, and that's exactly where I had to be. It was wrapped around the glass when he was in trouble, so I had to get it on the boards and take the puck, take the hit, and get it out.
Were those customized sticks, Rick, with the big blade on them?
Well, I use that solely for the purpose. If I was effective with that, then I wouldn't have to skate that much.
Well, skating certainly not Lane Hutson's problem. He's not the prettiest skater, but man, he gets there fast. The only thing he really doesn't have is a shot. But boy, is he ever a lot of fun to watch. The Canadiens, Ken Hughes made a good move when he decided to take that little kid at the draft. Anyway, that's it for this Hockey Inside Out Show bonus episode. We hope you all enjoyed it. Please make sure you like and subscribe to Hockey Inside Out the Hockey Inside Out YouTube channel. Go to MontrealGazette.com/newsletters to sign up for the Hockey Inside Out newsletter. And of course, you can go to the Gazette website every day where you will get all the latest Canadiens news. Also, if you have a bonus question you'd like us to answer in a future bonus episode, please put it in the comment section below. We always like to hear from you.